Hey, how you doing? Okay, we're on video 5, and we're going to close it out here, okay, for generic models. So if you're still here, this well done. Uh, we're going to do a few interesting things here, okay? We're going to look at nested families, and I'm going to tell you why they're important, and that's a family within a family. And we're going to actually do two types. So we'll have a circle one and a square one for the legs, okay? And then we'll put a visibility control on it, okay? So it'll be a calculated parameter. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so first thing we're going to do then maybe is we're going to delete the legs we have. We don't need them anymore. The legs out of it. All right, delete. So they're gone. If we go to a reference plan, reference level, and we can use the reference planes we already have, but I want to place these new legs in the center. Okay, uh, so I'm going to use the leg offset parameter, keep that. I'm going to use the leg thickness parameter, keep that. But the insertion point I want to be in the center of where the leg will go. So what I'm going to need then is a few more reference planes. So I'll just pull it across the screen and up here, down here as well. Okay, and so we're going through the center of the legs, right? And then we're going to do the same thing we do every other time, which is the center equals, okay? Equals, and are we missing one? There it is there. So this one, make sure you're picking reference planes, by the way, not the geometry. See, if you can't get it the first time, you just tab till you find it, okay? Oops, wrong one. Dimension, pull it out, equals, and dimension, and there's there, equals. Okay, so we have a center point on each of them to place our leg, okay? All right, so file, we're going to create a new generic model. File, new, family, metric, generic model, open. Okay, this is going to be a really straightforward one, okay? So front, no, we'll do our reference planes, create reference planes above and below, same thing, right? Right and left. Oops, undo, need that to be straight. Dimension across the center, toggle the equals, do the same thing here. Now we're just going to make this a simple square leg, like it is in the table family per dimensions. So these are going to be the same parameter, okay? So select those two dimensions, new parameter, and we call it leg width. Okay. Now just change that maybe to 75 because that's what it is in the family. We go to an elevation and we put in a height parameter. So cross dimension off the reference level to the reference plane. Select the dimension, new parameter, create new parameter, and we call it height. Okay. And what else we need to do? Back into our reference level, create extrusion. We'll use the rectangle tool, corner to opposing corner, clickety click, lock, lock. Okay, and while that's still selected, I'm going to select my material, new, call it leg material. Okay, and okay. Now, if we go back into an elevation, I can use my grab handles and pull and lock that to the reference level and do the same to the reference plane at the top, lock, and that's that done. I'm going to save this file, save as family, we're going to call it leg square. Oops. I'm going to load it into the project and close. Coffee table. Okay, just fire them in 4 times, okay? Anywhere, because then we'll align them. So select one of them, and we're changing type parameters, so you need to pick one of them, right, to change them all. So edit type, associate the material parameter with the table leg material. We'll associate the height parameter of this. Now, again, we're in the type properties of the leg, okay? So where we have our properties, our parameters that we're associating with the coffee table family parameter. Okay, so now the coffee table leg height parameter will control the leg height parameter for the leg family. Okay, leg width is leg thickness. That's what it is. Okay, so leg thickness in the coffee table family is controlling leg width in the leg family. That's it. Now, one other thing I'm going to do actually, while I've got them out here and easily to select them, I'm going to grab them all using my control button. Okay, so we've got four of them, just to confirm that there, you got four selected. I'm going to control their visibility, okay? So do you see here in the instance parameters visible, and it's ticked yes. If I take it off, it won't change here, but if we were in the project environment, you wouldn't see those legs now, okay? But we need to see them for working with them in the family environment. So I'll click it back on visible. But we're going to create a parameter for visibility, okay? So click on that little gray button for create parameter, there is none, or associate parameter, there is none. So we're going to create one. I'm going to use an acronym again, okay? So square leg visibility, SLV. And yes, no is already selected, okay? So this is a new yes, no. Because it's a visibility parameter, and we leave it grouped under other, and that's fine. Okay, okay. I'm going to use my align and lock tool. I'm going to use multiple alignments, take and lock. Stick that line, click that one, and that one. Click out, and then click this line. Click that one, and that one. Click out. Click this line. Click that one, that one. And do it again. Oops, actually, I picked the wrong lines there. So I meant to pick the center of the leg there, there, and I have the wrong one here as well. Oh dear. So align to the center of the leg, it should be. Remove constraints and select, and find that. Remove constraints and select the new one. Okay, that was a bit of a blunder. So center of the leg, remove constraints, because see I had already tied it to that reference plane. And this one, remove constraints. Okay, then align to the center. There we go. And there we go. All right, it's in the right place now. Okay. So there we are, 4 legs with a visibility control. Okay. Now, if we select one of those legs and edit family, I'm going to use the same family with the same stuff already done. It's already built. We don't need to start again. Okay. For a circle family. Okay. So there's a principle there. You don't want to do things over and over again. If it's done and it's done right, then just use it again and edit and rename it. Okay. So I'm going to file and save this as family circle leg. Okay. I'm not even going to delete the extrusion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the extrusion. So the top and bottom constraints, if you look at the elevation, so this extrusion is already constrained to the reference level and the reference plane on the top there. Okay. So if I go back in and edit the extrusion, now I can delete these lines. We're still in the extrusion. There's no lines there bounding it. So we're going to create some. Okay. So create a circle. Just fire a circle in somewhere. Escape, escape, and then select the circle again. And see the center mark visible? Check that, okay? Which gives us basically a cross in the middle of the circle that we can align to, okay, and lock. So align to the reference plane, lock. It'll take off the multiple. Align to reference plane and lock. Okay, escape, escape. Now, because I want to use the leg width parameter, I'm going to give this a diameter instead of a radius. So in our annotate tab, where are we now? So click on dimension and diameter. Click the circle, click out, then select the dimension and associate the leg width parameter that we already have. Okay, and that's it. So click OK. The material is already assigned the parameter because again it's the same extrusion, we just changed the shape of it, and the top and bottom constraint is already locked as well. So save that and load it into project and close. Coffee table. Okay. So again, I'm just going to bang it in the outside there. Select one of them, edit type, same thing, leg material. I'm going to give table leg material. Okay. height, select that, leg height, and leg width, same thing. Click the associate parameter and select thickness, okay? And okay. Now I'm going to grab the four of them using my control button. Four selected. I'm going to do another visibility control. Associate parameter. I'm going to create a new one and call it CLV, circle LV, circle leg visibility. Okay. It's yes, no, that's fine. Okay, and okay. Now again, align and lock to the proper place this time. Multiple alignments. Pick the center. Ding, ding. Do it again. Pick the center of this one. Again, reference plane, not geometry. Okay. Okay. Click out and click the center of this guy. Boom. Boom. Click out. Click the center of this one. Boom. Boom. Okay, so we have four legs of each type in, and we have a visibility control on the circle legs, and we have a visibility control on the square legs. Now, you could leave it as simple as that, and maybe you would have given it a name like circle legs and square legs, but then if you had both on, they'd both be on, or you could accidentally turn both off. So we're just going to be a bit smarter, and we're going to decide. Now, there's a bunch of ways you can do this. Okay, you could for whatever you have to know what your output that you want is. But for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide that our default is a square leg. Okay, so if you do nothing, it's a square leg. You have to choose to have a circle leg, and that's how we're going to do it. So one switches one off and the other on, and so on. Okay, so we're going to create another parameter. Then this is the one that the user is going to control. Okay, called new parameter called circle leg. Okay, now we need to change that from a length parameter to a yes no. You can leave it grouped under other and type. Okay, right. So this is the one that the user is going to control. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, and I'm going to put some formulas into the CLV and SLV, okay? No, just SLV. Uh, right, so, no, both actually. So CLV, I'm going to very simply parallel or mirror the circle leg control. So equals circle leg, okay? Now that's a shortcut formula, okay, very shortcut for if circle leg is ticked, then uh, give that value, and it's not ticked, then give that value. Okay, so circle leg, one is equal to the other. Okay, and SLV, I'm going to put in not, open brackets, circle leg, close brackets. So if circle leg is not checked, then tick this guy, enter. Oops. Oh, see, it has to be correct spelling, obviously. I've got my or, apply. Okay, so circle leg on, this one activates and that deactivates, circle leg off, square leg activates and the other one deactivates. Okay, okay. I'm going to load that into the project so we can see it in action, okay? Load into project and close. Yeah, save it, why not? Okay, all right. Now, you don't see anything different because the square legs are activated. So we select this, I'll just push it over here, edit type, and see the user, they're grayed out, right? Because the formula is in them. So they don't get to play with them and they don't know what they mean. Okay. Circle leg, do you want a circle leg? Yes, I do. So check that. Okay. Square legs are gone, circle legs are in. Okay. So again, I'm not showing you this so you can turn one of those legs on and the other one off. It's a principle again, okay? So we're done with that, and we're done with this short series on generic models, okay? So I'm going to move on to something else when I get a chance, and hopefully you'll see you there, okay? Listen, I appreciate the likes. If it really helps the channel, if you click a like on this, if you comment on it and let me know what we did well, what we didn't, what we can do next time, I appreciate that, okay? And if you haven't subscribed, click the button. All right. See you next time, guys. Thanks.